guys, I wanted to talk about golfer's elbow. So if you haven't seen my video on tennis elbow, I will post it at the end of this. It'll show you some exercises on what you can do for that. So remember, with tennis elbow, most of your discomfort is going to be on the outside of the arm, okay? Kind of in this area. Doesn't happen with only tennis. Happens a lot with like swinging hammers, stuff like that. Golfer's elbow, that's going to happen on the inside of the arm, okay? Typically pinpoint pain right here, but pain throughout this area of the forearm, pain with wrist flexion, so bringing your wrist up like this, and then when you stretch that like this, can produce some pain in that area too, okay? The first thing I like to do, I'm kind of biased, but I like to hit it with the Thera Gun or the Hypervolt, just to get in here, loosen it up a little bit, get some blood flow in there. This usually feels pretty good. If you don't have one of these, that's okay. You don't really need one, but if you do, it's a good thing to get some blood flow in there. Let's talk about the exercises. First of all, the Therabar. This thing is kind of the gold standard for this type of stuff. So how do we do an exercise for this? So what we're gonna do, take our top hand, let's say my left hand, it's bothering me on my left side. Take my left hand, face it away from me, my right hand towards me, then I'm gonna twist it, and then with my left hand, I'm gonna slowly unwind this hand, okay? So it starts in that all the way curled position, and then it comes into this position. Again, twist it, and then slowly unwind like that, okay? One more time, twist and unwind. If you don't have one of these, I would say just get one because these injuries can be really nagging, but there's a couple other things you can do. You can use just a regular Theraband, which is just a flat band. You can buy these on Amazon. Go ahead, put it around your foot and wind it around your hand like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a little wrist curl and then slowly let your wrist down like that. That's called an eccentric, okay? So muscle in the shortened position and then all the way down. You can do this with your arm bent, but you can also do it with your arm straight like this. So just like that. It won't change it that much, but on some people it'll change it a little bit, okay? So go ahead and just run through like 10 of those. Do it a few times a day. It's gonna take a little bit, but it'll get better. If you don't have one of those, but you do have a little dumbbell like this is a 3, I would say like 3, 5, 8, somewhere in between there, maybe even a 10 at most. Go ahead, just do a wrist curl, then let it down nice and slow. Okay, same principle with this, you're just going nice and slow. I like to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just let it down nice and slow and then back up. Same thing, okay? Now, a couple other things you can do for it. There's something called a hammer turn or a hammer twist. And I don't have a hammer. This kind of looks like a hammer. I could use this. So if it's my left side again, what you can do is you take something where there's got weight on the end of it, like a hammer does, and you just twist it over nice and slow, okay? And then back over, nice and slow. And what it does is it uses these muscles in here, it builds the capacity in that tendon. The other things you can do, get into this tendinous area on yourself, find that tender spot, just do some cross friction massage in there. I mean, it's really something anybody can do at home. Just work across that tender tendon, help it build some new cross links in the tendon there to get it nice and strong, okay, to where it can do stuff. Otherwise, you can ice and heat it as needed. You know, that's not gonna make a huge deal. Sometimes wearing a little brace, like a counter strain brace that just goes right across here, that can help take some of that tension off of it. Sometimes stretching can help. If it's going more down, like tingling numbness into your hands, then I would say do some nerve flossing. We have some other videos, I'll post that one at the end of this one too. That's kind of a different condition. That's usually coming from like entrapment in your shoulder or your arm somewhere. So you can try some nerve flossing. Otherwise, what we typically do here in the office, we'll do some Graston, we'll do some dry needling. Those are really good for it. I've got dry needling videos on our page too, and some Graston stuff, so check that out.